Good morning YouTubians, it's Kermit's Ghost. It's Monday and that's a Blu-ray release day. I'm here on the cliff edge. I'll just turn you around and show you. That's the edge of the cliff. In fact, let's have a look over that cliff. But here I am on the bench, thanks to Beatrice there for letting me sit on her bench. Now, out this week, you got Fast and Furious 9 and a TV miniseries that I'm planning to pick up. Got a few pickups in the week and I did receive some subscriber mail as well, so quite a bit to show you. Now, someone asked me last week in the comments if I would review what I picked up. That's not always possible because A, I forget, and B, I don't watch everything in a week. Okay, so I did watch Free Guy. I enjoyed that. I went in with very low expectations. It helped, I think, that the two lead actors other than Ryan Reynolds were pretty good, so they sort of balanced him out a bit. Key's a Molotov girl. So I did enjoy the visuals, very original. I quite enjoyed the film, I'd say. I'll give it a good 6.5 out of 10. I watched Infinite, the Mark Wahlberg film. It started off with a ridiculous car chase that defied physics, but I did grow to like the film. Could be sequels involved with that one, but I did enjoy it. But there was one huge flaw in the film, a massive flaw in the story, and it concerns Chiwetel Ejiofor, but I won't go into it. I won't give a spoiler away. And then I watched Jungle Cruise, which I absolutely adored from start to finish. Loved every minute of it. The chemistry on screen, the visuals, the story, just to hark back to old-fashioned film telling. I loved it, absolutely loved it. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's head up to town, see what's out and grab a coffee. I'll see you all in a bit. Oh, now before I forget, I did film a segment yesterday when the weather was a little bit better. It concerns modern art and an old Victorian fountain. So I'll pop that in now and then I'll head up to the town. I'll see you all in a little bit, promise. So here we are in the Old Steine in Brighton. We're at the base of this Victorian fountain which stands 32 feet high. And the fountain is not just any old fountain. It was inaugurated on the 25th of May 1846 to celebrate the 27th birthday of Queen Victoria. And you'll see at the base there are 3 dolphins which were sculpted by William Pepper, who lived from 1806 to 1887. He was from a family of woodcarvers and sculptors. And the base was actually founded in Gloucester Road Foundry, just around the corner, by John Yearsley and Robert Williams, who also installed it. Now, I want to draw your attention to these sculptures at the bottom because in 1990, the Brighton Council decided they were unsafe and they had them recast. And I will show you what happened to those in just a minute. So we've moved over to the other side of the Steine. There's a fountain right there. And we're at the base of this statue to John Cordy Burroughs, who was born 5th of August 1813. This man organised dances and events to raise money for the building of that fountain. He was 3 times Lord Mayor. He had a very prestigious funeral. When he passed away, 30,000 people lined the streets. He was a member of the Royal College of Surgeons. He was a great addition to the city. And I'll tell you what happened to that fountain that he helped raise money for. So on the 13th of October 1952, the whole fountain received a grade 2 listing, which means it shouldn't be touched. And then Brighton Council came along in 1990 and said it was structurally unsafe, the base that is, so they recast it. Well, 5 years later, they finished the restoration project just in time for the Prince of Wales to visit, and they gave the base away to a local artist called Steve Gelliot. Now, I'm all for progression, and if an artist can reuse old Victorian pieces, that's fantastic. But when they just put the base on a plinth like that and stick a feather in the top and a piece of twisted metal, I don't call that art, I call that a travesty. So over to HMV, just past a couple of cars that are in the middle of the square. Maybe they're there to promote Fast and Furious 9, who knows? Anyway, over to new and trending. Let's see what is out this week. So the big title release this week is Fast and Furious 9 from 2021, released through Universal Studios. 1 movie, 2 cuts, 142 minutes, yours for $14.99. Also out this week is the Fast and Furious 9 movie collection, which spanned from 2001 to 2021. All 9 Fast and Furious films except for the Hobbs and Shaw. Yours for $59.99. On to the television section now, and we have The Walking Dead World Beyond Season 1 from Acorn Media. First season, 466 minutes this one, rated a 15 certificate. Is this set in France? I believe it is because of the cast. $24.99. Next is WWE SummerSlam 2021 from Fremantle Home Entertainment. 309 minutes this one. You can actually buy this cheaper on Amazon for $9.99. $14.99 HMV today. Next is the BBC release of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy and Smiling's People. 663 minutes, 2 movies. This is cheaper than Amazon. Amazon is $31.99 and you can get this here today for $27.99. Over in the horror section now, and we have a horror mystery starring Bela Lugosi. It is The Dark Eyes of London, also known as The Human Monster, from Network Films. 1939 this was made, 76 minutes, and yours for $14.99. Next is a film called Sun from Acorn Media. 98 minutes this one, and it shows how far a mother will go to protect her son from an illness or dark forces. Yours for $14.99. There's another television show called Wellington Paranormal. This is season 3 from 2021, set on the island of New Zealand, and it's about paranormal investigators. Also out today is the TV series Frank Herbert's Dune. This is a 3-disc special edition released through IMC Vision, 292 minutes, and yours for $14.99. Also released today is The Monster. This is from Network. It's from 1975 and 95 minutes long. It has a lot of alternate titles. Sharon's Baby, I Don't Want to Be Born, It's Grown Inside Her, and The Devil Within Her. It's $14.99. It stars Joan Collins and Donald Pleasance. So now we're in the anime section, and just one release today is Tenchi Muyo War on Gemini. This is a Funimation Entertainment release. It ran from 2009 to 2010. Second season, 593 minutes. Yours for just $39.99. So now we're in the 4K section, and the first title we're seeing is Unbreakable. This is from Disney Buena Vista. It's a combo pack. You get a Blu-ray and a 4K. $19.99. We all know this one's from the year 2000. 102 minutes. And the only other 4K new release today is Fast and Furious 9. This is another combo pack, 4K and the Blu-ray. This one has a slightly longer cut according to Blu-ray.com of 150 minutes. Yours for $24.99. And just as I was about to leave HMV, I noticed this today. The original soundtrack to No Time to Die, music by Hans Zimmer. Yours for $29.99 on vinyl. There's also a CD. I'll give you the track listings just there. I'll show you the CD as well, which I believe was £10. And there is the CD as mentioned. There's Daniel Craig on the front. Oh, it's $10.99, not £10, but there you go. $10.99 for the CD, $29.99 for the album. Hey everybody, welcome back. These are the pickups for this week. So we've got some subscriber mail, some new films, and some I picked up during the week. So we're going to crack on with it. So first up, subscriber mail. Now, a fellow YouTuber asked me a couple of weeks ago if he could send me some movies. There's your answer right there. His name is John. Of course you can send me movies, John. His channel name is Right Cinema. Now, John recently moved to a new house. He's setting up a new movie room and a games room. And from what he's shown us, it looks like it's going to be something really special. He's only shown us a little bit though. He's going to show us something more as it develops. Now, John uploads video hauls, and it's very varied, his hauls. He collects CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, and on occasion VHS, although he doesn't get them so much anymore. As with all of us, space can be an issue. He's got a vast collection, and he's a genuinely nice man. So go and check out his channel, and I'm going to open this. I blanked everything out. It's been redacted, just Alan and Brighton. That's all you need, Alan and Brighton, it'll get to me. So with the help from my knife, let's open that up. Always reminds me of Pass the Parcel as a child. Now I know there is a steelbook in here. It did say there was going to be a steelbook, so that'll take my total up to 2. I have one from Carl with the Muppets on the front, so if there's any doubles in there, he said I should pass them on. So we shall see. We'll start with this one first. It's like a steelbook, feels like a steelbook. Just put the rest down. So yeah, we're going to start with the steelbook first. Now, is that the front cover or is that the front cover? I'm taking that's the front cover. Got like an android on the front there. It's just kind of like a high gloss, and you've got a lovely space woman on the back there, and it says Saturn 3. I've never heard of this one. Never heard of it. Is it in 80s, 90s, 2000s? Looks like 1979. Oh, that's a nice old sci-fi. I say old. I've got a lot older, as you probably know. Great. I do like older sci-fi films. There's the artwork there. Saturn 3. I have to look this up after because he didn't give me any clues as to what he was sending me. That's going to be probably really reflective because I've got lights either side. So I'll put a picture of that up in the corner there. You have an android on the front there, and like a space woman on the reverse. I guess that is. Yeah, that would be the reverse. I'll put images up in the corner so you can see it a little bit better. That is absolutely stunning. Really interested in see what this is about. I do like sci-fi, especially from that era as well. So I will watch that this week and let you know what I think next week. So that's the first one, Saturn 3. Okay, next one has 2 in. I will take, if I can get in it. The next one is a thin case, so it feels like an import probably. Let's have a look. It's City Heat. I do actually have this one, John, already, so I will pass this on to someone else. I remember this one coming out. It was such a big deal. It's the first time Clint Eastwood and Burt Reynolds were working together. 2 really big stars. I mean, Burt Reynolds, I mean, everybody's heard of Clint Eastwood. Burt Reynolds was a massive star. I think he was the highest paid star for like 3 decades on the bounce. That's that one, fantastic. One's like a private detective. I think the other one is a actual cop, and they've come together to work the same case, if I remember rightly. Remember, it was quite, not disappointing, but a lot of people were sort of let down a bit by the film because these 2 great big stars come together. I don't know what they were expecting, but it's a good film. It's a solid film. 97 minutes, this one. Fantastic. I will pass this on to someone who would appreciate it. Okay, so the last one. Let's open this one up. Ooh, now I do know this one. This is the latest Jason Statham film, Wrath of Man, directed by Guy Ritchie, I believe, as well. Now, I know it also stars Scott Eastwood and Eddie Marsan and Josh Hartnett, and I'm not sure if this had a theatrical release, but you know, because of the pandemic and everything, but if it did, I'm sure it would have been very limited. Good reviews on this one. I've heard really good things, and my wife's going to love this. She's a big fan of Jason Statham. Can't think why now. I think the story surrounds a security detail on an armoured truck, and his team have planned to rob it, but he's going to get in the way, that kind of thing. He's always the good guy. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You are very, very kind, John. I really do appreciate this. I'm going to open this one up and take a look inside. So inside you get a plain black disc. And crustiness. Now you know what that means. If you know Steve's channel, Casio One, go and check him out as well. But that is Wrath of Man. So those were the 3 titles that John from Right Cinema sent me. Very, very kind. I really do appreciate it. I will pass this on to someone I know who will appreciate this and love this film. I will give these 2 a very good home, John. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Go and check him out. Okay, on to my pickups. Now, the next one was brought to my attention in my comments. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I picked up Heaven Can Wait, which is a fantastic film, and I was informed the original, Here Comes Mr. Jordan, which I have seen, was available on Blu-ray through the Criterion label. So, I went and picked it up that afternoon. It's a fantastic movie. It stars Robert Montgomery as Joe Pendleton. In Heaven Can Wait, it was Warren Beatty. You got Claude Rains in this, aka the Invisible Man, or Jacob Marley, if you're familiar with the Seymour Hicks 1935 version of Scrooge. Now then, instead of a bike crash, Joe, in this one, has a plane crash and his soul is whipped from his body mistakenly and taken up to heaven. Now, I've already gone over the synopsis of the other one, so I won't bore you and go into it again. The film is 94 minutes long and it came out in 1941. Doesn't say on the spine. I thought they did. Let's open it up and take a look inside. So you get subtle artwork on the disc. And because it's Criterion, you don't get a booklet, you get this pamphlet thing that folds out into like a gatefold info pack. And on the inside, it's yellow. So that is the Criterion release of Here Comes Mr. Jordan. So the next film is Psycho Gorman. This is a sci-fi comedy horror from 2020. Came out last week. When I got home, I watched the trailer. It looks really good. It's about 2 children, a girl called Mimi and a boy called Luke, happen to be playing near a graveyard when Mimi sees this glowing object. It happens an aggressive imprisoned alien escaped nearby and he's on the warpath. He's about to kill the 2 children when he notices that the little girl Mimi is holding the glowing object, which has the ability to control him. So it becomes her pet, if you like, and she calls it PG, or Psycho Gorman. Now, this film is another one that suffered from the pandemic. and had a very limited theatrical release and then went to streaming and then on to the physical market. It has a runtime of 96 minutes and it's a 15 certificate. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Well, there's some lovely artwork on the disc and nothing else. Now on the back it says runtime 96 minutes. On the disc it says 95 minutes. Someone's lying. Anyway, that is Psycho Goreman. So on to the new titles that were released today, and as luck would have it, workmen have started drilling outside, so if there's any ambient noise, I apologise in advance. Fast and Furious 9, there's 2 cuts of this film. It's got a runtime of 142 minutes, directed by Justin Lin, who's directed 5 Fast and Furious films so far. He also directed Star Trek Beyond, and he's lined up to direct the next 2 Fast and Furious films as well, so safe hands. Now who's in this? Well, we got Vin Diesel, obviously, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, John Cena, Michael Rooker, Helen Mirren, Kurt Russell and Charlize Theron. So an absolutely brilliant cast, but there's no Hobson Shaw unless they make a cameo that I'm unaware of. I don't know. I haven't seen this film, so don't put it down in the comments. I haven't seen any reviews of this. I've not read up on the plot, so I want to go in this blind. I've seen all the other films. I like them all except for Tokyo Drift. I'm not a big fan of that one. Gave me a bit of a headache. Probably outrageous, but you know what you're going to get with this type of film. You know, it's one of those sort of leave your brain at the door. Now, I know the music in this is from Brian Tyler, who's an excellent composer. He's worked on Bubba Hotep, Constantine, The Greatest Game Ever Played. Why hasn't that got a European Blu-ray? Avengers Age of Ultron with Danny Elfman, of course. Also Ready or Not and many, many others. Let's take a look inside. So the slip is exactly the same as the cover art. And you get artwork on the disc. And that is it. So that's Fast and Furious 9. The next 2 are seasons 1 and 2 of Manhunt. These were miniseries that were shown on TV here in the UK recently. Both star Martin Clunes OBE. There he is on the front there. And believe me, these are absolutely brilliant shows. They're based on actual events surrounding real life murders told over a few shows of how the police solved and caught the culprits. Martin Clunes there plays real life detective DCI Colin Sutton, who's sent in to work on high profile cases or unsolved murder cases. Absolute must watch. Well acted, very well paced. This one was £20. This is season 2 or miniseries 2. This one was, I believe, £15. Let's open it up, take a look inside both of these. So what I've noticed is they've given me 2 of season 2. So I'm going to have to take this one back, get season 1. So I'll show you inside season 2. So inside you get artwork on the disc, and you can see that it's called Night Stalker. That was the name of the culprit they were trying to catch. So that was Martin Clunes in series 2 of Night Stalker Manhunt. So that was it. Have you seen any of those or just want to comment and leave one down below and I will get back to you, I promise. Give the video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel, and subscribe if you haven't. It's all free. Why wouldn't you? And on that note, all that's left to say is thank you for choosing my channel today, watching my video. Take care and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.